So we're going to talk about the Happy Level 7 apprenticeship program. My name is Brendan O'Keefe and I'm one of the facilitators on the program.
And I'm Joe Holliday, and I'm also one of the facilitators on the Level 7 program.
And we're co-workers. And so, Joe, great to see you. So let's kick off. What sort of people are attracted to the Level 7 program?
Ooh, good question. Um, so generally, they're going to be directors, heads of services, I would say. And obviously, it very much depends on the type of organization. So we've got small charities and we've got quite large local authorities. So I think it's quite hard to say that. But generally, I would say people are managing multiple teams. That's probably a good starter. But to be honest, Brendan, I think it's more about the leaders who've got a mindset to come on the program. I mean, yes, they do need to be at senior level, but it's about having a mindset of wanting to lead in a different way, wanting to be more trusting, more empowering, wanting to develop their teams, and support people in a very different way than maybe we're sort of used to in these hierarchical organizations.
Mm.
Lots of empowerment and trust. So I think probably that's a good point, maybe to talk about the content of the program, Brendan, and what we actually include.
Sure, yeah. And picking up your point about mindset, Joe, it's very much centered around that because what we cover on the course is transformational leadership. It's about
Mm,
getting helping people to transform perhaps more traditional and less efficacious ways of working and to what we call progressive organizations, including self-management, getting leaders to lead organizations that are more purpose-led, that focus much more on trust and enabling staff to do their best. And we're very much inspired by our founder, Henry Stewart, and his book, The Happy Manifesto, which many people have
absolutely.
read, and draw upon the works of many leading thinkers in this arena, such as Frederick Laloux and others. So the content of the course is based around the principles of progressive self-managed organizations. So we'll cover things like strategy, how to go about change in a way that really matters and makes a difference, and how to support your staff through these processes to end up with a more trusting, engaged workforce.
Yeah. And I think also added to that content is also the thing that makes the Happy program a bit different, I think, to some other level 7 programs is that it is very practical. So lots
Mm.
of practical top tips and things. But also it's not just a series of workshops. There's actually a lot of coaching, both group coaching, individual coaching, um, to actually really support people on this journey, which is about 20 months or so, I think it is, isn't it, Brendan?
Mm.
Um, so we're really able to support people through the sort of highs and lows as they test things out. And we're really fortunate to have access to some great speakers. So people like Lisa Gill, Helen Sanderson, some really well-known people in this arena who come and give up their time to talk to us. So I think that for me also is quite an important aspect of the program. And I think all of that has added up to some really great feedback that we've had from people as well. So we've had a number of people now go through on the cohorts and gone through to endpoint assessment. So what are you hearing, Brendan, around what people have said about this journey that they've been on with us?
Well, this has been really so satisfying. The feedback we're getting is very strong and very positive. And it feels like no other course I've ever run
Yeah,
in
I
terms of
agree.
the
Yeah.
quality and caliber of the feedback, if you like. People, colleagues, leaders on the course talking about a complete change in their approach to leadership,
Mm,
not tinkering around the edges, a complete
yeah.
change, and how the
Mm,
application of new techniques has had an impact within their organizations in terms of getting staff feeling more trusted, being more creative, more innovative, more engaged, and generally bringing about a happier, more productive workplace in which everybody feels much happier and satisfied. Indeed, several people taking part in the course have talked about it being a life-changing experience,
yeah.
which is quite extraordinary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a privilege to be part of the journey that people
It
go on.
is.
And I know you love it, I love it, and it
Mm.
is such a privilege to help and support people to make that sort of transformation. So yeah, we look forward to other people coming on the journey with us. So yeah, good to catch up, Brendan.